People who asked for a pencil every single day in school. How is life going for you? I chose to study computer science. Losing a laptop is much harder than losing a pencil. So back in grade 3 by the middle of the year, every classmate in my class of around 28 of us was asking for a pencil every other day or 3 because they would randomly go missing. Fast forward a bit and our teacher was making us do the bi-monthly desk cleaning. As we empty out our desks of books and forgotten assignments, a nearby classmate sets their pencil case on top of their desk with a large thud. Some of us look and gaze upon a pencil case like no other. Now, this pencil case was your standard 6 by 10 inch rectangle, but it was packed so full of pencils that it was a solid cylinder. We started making a scene and the teacher came over to see what was amiss. What followed was the emptying of the pencil case in which the whole class rediscovered their pencils from the past few months. Fucking Michael, hoarding everyone's pencils. I am a software engineer and I still ask my coworkers for a pen when I need to write something down. I'm a stripper. I couldn't even remember to bring a pencil to school. I obviously wasn't cut out for a life that required a lot of responsibility. I'm an independent contractor so I can show up to work whenever I want and don't have to remember a schedule, plus I can get drunk at work. No responsibilities. Perfect. Now they're asking for phone chargers. I only did it to annoy the shit out of this one girl. I'm currently trying to figure out how to be responsible enough to be independent. I'm okay. Still disorganized AF, but I've learned to maintain stashes of pens, paper and other necessities in every single bag, pocket or drawer that I own. Some of which I have even bought myself. I became a nurse. Now I ask for pens instead of pencils and other nurses hunt me down if I take their pen. Turned out okay somehow. Thanks for asking. Area man asks to borrow neighboring job applicant's resume. I married someone who always had spare pens. We find each other. I was that kid. I had friends tell me, my dad says I can't lend you a pen ever again. Teachers would sometimes out me to the class for being irresponsible. None of it worked. I was dumb and not wired for planning ahead. I also used to carry my books, jacket, lunchbox and backpack, separately, in a rush to the car, bus, next period. Now I'm a trial attorney and fortunate to be busy, but man that was a long road. I fear my future kids. Shit's awesome yo. Since I finished school I don't need no more pencils. Life is easy. 2ND hand pencil vendor. I'm an accountant. Thank God all the work is on the computer now. Bad. Can I have a pencil? For me it switched from pencils to lighters. I am sorry friends. Pretty good. Family, own home, stable career. You learn to roll with the chaos. Plan around things better, everyone keeps deodorant in the car right, and generally just make your life supportive to being disorganized. I am once again asking for your pencil. I only ask for pens now though. Sorry, I couldn't afford a pencil at the time. Now willing to pay back. I did this in college even if I had a pen, but I would always try to sit next to a different girl in lecture. This way I had a reason to introduce myself and to say goodbye after class. The pencil mafia wants me to pay up. They have my family, send help. My collection is nearly complete. Once knew a kid who went through her entire schooling life without owning any exercise books or a pencil case. She used to ask for a spare piece of paper and a pen every lesson. She's also one of the smartest people I know and still managed to dukes our year in most of her classes. To this day I still don't know how she managed that and where she kept all the information we learned in class. It's insane. I'd love to give you the long version, but my phone's about to die. Can I borrow your charger? I asked for a pencil very often. I grew up very poor and I could never ask my parents for something like pens or pencils. School was hard. I was kicked out freshman year for bad grades, sent to continuation, kicked out of continuation and then continued adult education. Life was tough. I now work for CA Department of Corrections, and I make plus 100K a year. My kids will always have what they need, and some extra for others. As a counterpoint, I was voted most organized, in high school because of my copious colored pens and my fancy agenda book. At 23, I am a fucking mess and about to fail out of college. Pencil having high horses are dangerous places to be. I learned to say no. With the pencils I have collected throughout the years, I have amassed enough to trade them for a house. I'm a carpenter now, and I still forget my pencil some days. Once I kicked the Xanax habit, it got a lot better. Hey, pissed. Yeah, you got a keyboard I can borrow to reply to this comment. Bought a 20-pack of Ticonderogas 3 years ago. Haven't asked for one since. I still remember her name, Jennifer Day. She knew that I didn't have a pencil every day and gave me one with a smile. Thank you, Jennifer. And I'll tell you, I'm not some sucker that buys pencils, that's for sure. I got diagnosed with ADHD. Really well. Now that I'm an adult in control of my environment and a budget, I can keep a small drawer on my desk that's dedicated to stationary utensils that work. I've also learned that supplies aren't expensive or hard to get. When I used to assume that people who were fully stocked had some sort of special access to things like teachers, same for things from the pharmacy, like band-aids and batteries and eye drops. So now I'm the person with the odd thing you need when you don't know you need it. And it feels good, man. Eventually I moved on to a life without pencils. Now I ask to borrow pens when I forget my favorite pen. https://unibalco.com/207/. Looking for pens now. Still pencilless. Great. But can I borrow a pencil? I'll give it back this time. I promise. Medical doctor. Still asks for pen and pencil every time. Note. I bought 50 pens at workplace but they only lasted 6 months, most of them are in my colleagues' hands. Currently in uni and I still ask for one every single time. I only go in for my labs this year due to COVID. DW. I sanitize the pen before I give it back. I bought a Galaxy Note so I'm set. It's going pretty good, really. Still ask for a pen most days and even return it sometimes, so I guess I've grown as a person. Graduated college. Bummed around for a while. Got a good job. Married. 5 kids. Own a small now farm in a nice town outside a small city. It didn't have enough bedrooms so I made the garage into 2 rooms and a school room. Currently rehabbing the stable after shoring it up because the PO had cut a doorway through a load-bearing wall without supporting the load, probably because he confused having a pencil for know what the hell he was doing. I a depressed degenerate with no passion or inspiration in life. If only I brought pencils. Well, I was on the opposite end. My friend used to ask me for pencils every day. Now we're in high school and her still has my pens from 4th grade. Dropped out. Life sucks but I'm starting to get it back together. Still have to borrow pencils. In India we had this very lame thing which was if you asked for a pencil the other person would say, Teri Shadi cancel, meaning your wedding's cancelled. So answering your question, I guess they are all single with 10 cats right now lol. IDK why I am sharing this but it just reminded me of my childhood. I now ask for a pen. After college I don't think I ever touched a pencil again. They have these things called computers now. In college, I had a Greek mythology 101 course with Darrell Johnson Kolianos, former CFB player, used to sit next to me every day and ask to borrow a pen. From recent events out of the University of Iowa, he might have got fucked over. I bought a really fancy pencil my second time through college and I still have it. I'm an engineer now. My lack of organization and preparedness definitely slowed me down though. I have a mechanical pencil now. So, my best friend did this. We are both adults with jobs now. I asked him the other day if he remembers a pen and he said his coworkers had gotten together to give him a humongous pen stand stuffed with pens to stop him from asking. Well, online school is *TCH. You'd think I would have sharpened up after high school but I guess it's pointless. https://www.reddit.com/r/pics/comments/jk7nux/my_pencil underscore drawing, underscore progress, underscore in, underscore 3, underscore years, underscore 2014, underscore 2, underscore 2017, https://www.reddit.com/r/pics/comments/jk7nux/ my underscore pencil underscore drawing underscore progress underscore in underscore 3 underscore years underscore 2014 underscore 2 underscore 2017/ closing parenthesis. Pretty great, actually. Became devout Catholic. I plan on enlisting in the Marines soon. Got a girl I love a lot. Thanks for the pencils, by the way. It still always takes me a while to find a pen, but I found a solution a while ago that works better than otherwise. Buy so many pens it's impossible to lose all of them. I have an entire drawer full. Of course right now the problem is I moved and I haven't unpacked any of that, so I can never write anything right now. Find a pen, CIL, take a pen, CIL. Also, why wear a watch when you can just look at someone else's, smiley face. Still in school, still asks for pencils. Excellent, my office has a supply cabinet that we get free reign of, so it's not an issue anymore. I became a pencil salesman with 12 years worth of slightly sharpened pencils. Most of my pencils were sold to the local school board. I eventually got a pencil. I will write it down if you give me a pencil. I am now pencil break champion of the world and break streak record holder. Thanks. You're welcome to each and every comment here. Signed, guy who always gave you a pencil and had to buy more. I'm an electrician. Controls electrician. Good money, hard work. Always losing my fucking Terminator. I have an army of pencils I burn through daily because my friend let me keep them. It's good, but by chance, do you have a pencil I could borrow? Running out of pencils. Doing well, still scatterbrained and forgetful, but I'm pretty good at designing and configuring networks for ISPs, so I'm set financially. I was that kid as well, only about 5 years ago. I'm now studying environmental sciences at my country's best university and I'm actually doing pretty well. Smiley face. My pencil empire is doing swell, thanks for asking. Constantly anxious as to where things that I need are. In my schools, the kids that did this were usually poor, dysfunctional, abusive homes, in a shelter, or part of the foster care system. They were also typically the ones asking others for their lunch scraps, a quarter, loose leaf paper. Many of them didn't graduate high school. I always think about those kids. I'm a server on the side and without fail every shift I work I have to find a pen to steal. It's been 2 years. I think management is getting suspicious. Good. Am developer now. No need pencils or many words. I used to ask kids at school for pens, pencils, now the roles have reversed. I run a stationery shop. I have a sewer in my office that is full of pens, pencils, markers, highlighters, low-temp Sharpies, etc. etc. Anyone can access it that needs one. I also have a secret drawer that only I can access. Thanks for watching. See you later.